taking over the world, one nerd at a time. Total Nerd Takeover.
Hello, Chris Gray from tnerdt.com, and today I will be doing an unboxing and a review of the Griffan Survivor iPad mini case. Now, the reason I'm going to be doing this case is I was in the market for a heavy-duty protective case to protect my son's iPad mini. Now, my son is about 2 years old as of the time of this recording, and he's pretty rough with the iPad. He knows how to unlock it, and there's some games, some Thomas games and things like that he likes to play, but I've actually watched him drop it on the hardwood floor. And luckily, it was in a halfway decent case. It did not break. It was at that moment I decided it was time to get more of a heavy-duty case for my son's iPad mini. So we're going to be unboxing the Griffan Survivor case. Let's check it out. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at the packaging here. A little bit of cardboard, some see-through plastic. You can reach in and you can feel the rubber. That's just fine and dandy. What I like about this case is it says that it protects against wind, rain, dust, sand, 6-foot drop, and vibration. That's pretty cool. Now, I do have one of these Griffan Survivor cases, but I have it for my iPhone, and it's been phenomenal. I've dropped it. I think I've used one now for the last 2 years. I've dropped it. I work outside, so it's been in the rain and the snow and the dust. It's been a fantastic case. So I'm hoping that I'll get the same results for the iPad mini. All right, let's flip it over here. Got a piece of tape, and I know I'm using an ungodly big knife, but you know what they say, you can never have too big a knife. Okay, there's some pull out tabs here. Okay. Turn it like this. And now it should just slide out. Oh, we got some more tape here to cut. Good job for my big, giant, trusty knife. Okay. There we go. I'll take this, put this off to the side. Oh, look, we have instructions. We don't need those. And some type of Griffan packaging stuff, don't need that either. Okay, so here it is. There it is. That's all there is to it. Now, there are a few different layers. We'll have on the top, you have the integrated screen protector. There will be the middle piece, which will be the polycarbonate shell. And then you'll have a silicone, what they call the silicone cladding or the silicone backing. So let's see how this comes apart. Oh, and of course there is a stand, which I'll show you guys when we get to that. Okay, now we have to separate the integrated screen protector from the polycarbonate. And how I'm doing that is there are just little grooves here and little clamps. I don't know if clamps are the right word, but that's what I'm going to use. Okay, peel it like that. And that is the integrated screen protection. Pretty light. Now we have to take the rubber cladding off of the polycarbonate plastic. So that just folds off like this. The rubber just peels right off. Now when you're doing this at home, don't worry about it. You're not going to hurt the rubber unless you're trying to pry it off with a knife. Okay, it comes just off, just like that. Push that middle piece there. And there you go. That's the polycarbonate that's going to be that's actually going to be holding the iPad. Okay, so now there's the iPad mini. And if you guys have seen any of my other video reviews, I like to take a microfiber cloth and I just like to wipe to make sure there's no loose debris. Just in case, because you want to keep these iPads nice. Any device you want to keep nice, but the nice thing about the iPad is when you're done with it and you're ready to upgrade, you can always sell it to get a slightly better model. They really retain their value. Okay, so now we're just going to match up the holes. So over here we have the hole for the 3.5 millimeter jack. Over here we have the spot for the camera, which will be protected by this rubber flap that pulls off. And of course you have a small groove here for the lock screen button, the silent switch, the volume rockers, and in the bottom we have little slots here, and these are for the speakers. They're very dark because there's actually a piece of like mesh that helps keep the dust out of the speakers, and of course there will be a hole here for where the lightning cable goes. Okay. So I wiped everything down. I'm just going to snap this into place. Okay, that's pretty easy, just like that. So now the iPad mini is snapped into the polycarbonate shell. And that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, the next thing we're going to want to do is take this rubber protection cover, and we're going to want to put that onto the polycarbonate shell. Okay, so I like to start at the top and work my way down. So you want to take this edge and just start working the lip over. And don't worry if it's on a little bit crooked. As you get it on, you can work it around. And you're going to line up these, there's little holes here, up top here, with these little plastic, they're like little lips. Okay, work that right on there like so. Pull this over the lip here. Pull the home button protector over here. Okay, just like that. Now it is rubber, so it's very flexible, so don't worry about ripping it. You should be fine. And now you just want to work it on. Work it on just like that until everything lines up. Now, I've gotten the corners lined up pretty good. Everything feels pretty tight. I'm just going to check the back here, and you can see it's kind of sticking up. So you just kind of feel around and push down as you feel around, and it will slide the rubber into position. Okay, just like that. Okay, very good. Make sure the camera cover, it's right here. Expose the camera. When you want to use the camera, you just pull that open, and you just turn it like that. And just slide it right back into position, push it down. Make sure the volume lock is there. Okay, good. The volume rocker buttons are right here. Can't really see them. Okay, everything feels good and tight. Okay, good. Now we're ready to install the screen protector. Okay, now the screen protector. Now what I would suggest is taking your microfiber cloth again, wiping your screen really good. If you see any loose dust or debris, brush it off. You definitely don't want that in between the screen and the screen protector. It'll put a lump and it'll drive you crazy. Absolutely crazy. Although this is for my son, so he probably won't notice the difference. Okay, now I'm going to clean the inside of the screen protector. I'm going to snap it right on. And there you go. That's it. Now I don't see any issues here. I was reading reviews where if the screen protector isn't all the way on the screen, you'll get like a rainbowing, what they call an oiling effect or a rainbow effect. And I am not seeing that. This is actually very tight. I'm not seeing any of that rainbowing or oil effect. So that's good. I was worried about that. That doesn't seem to be an issue. Very, very solid. Good feel. If you have young ones, or you're going to be using your iPad in a pretty rough environment, or you just want to keep your iPad extra secure and safe, I definitely recommend the Griffan Survivor for the iPad mini. I actually really liked the way that went on. That was actually a lot easier than I thought. This is very similar to the way my iPhone 5 case was. And yep, seems to be pretty good. Let's see if it still works. Oh, it still works, so that's good. Okay, great. Now let's have a look at the stand. Okay, here's the stand. It's very basic. Push this out. If you push out here, it pushes the kickstand out, and then it slides down like that, and it locks in like that. And then you just sit your kickstand, like so. Now, what I will say is that when you use the kickstand, you want to make sure that the volume rockers are up. Because if you have it this way, and you drop it in, the stand will hit the volume rockers, and the volume will go up and down. It's a pain in the butt, trust me. So we just take the stand like this, and the stand is going to fit in between here, and you just drop it, bam, done. There you go. Now you have a stand. And then to close it, just push that tab back in, and then it locks. You lock the feet in. There you go. And now you're ready for all kinds of mayhem. And that's been my video unboxing and review of the Griffan Survivor iPad mini case. I will give it a 4. I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I definitely recommend this case if you have youngsters, or if you're going to go out to a job site, or if you just want that extra protection, that extra peace of mind that if you drop your iPad, they say it's rated at 6 feet. That's pretty impressive on a hard surface. I wouldn't recommend taking it outside and dropping it on and trying to test that out. But it does feel very good. I think my son will have a hard time breaking this. Oh, let me show you the ports here real quick before we call it a day. So down here is a little piece of rubber that flips open that gives you access to the lightning cable, or lightning port. You have the 2 stereo speakers here. Like I said before, there's meshing in here, and that helps to keep dust out and moisture. Your home button, which you really got to give it a good press to get it to go down. Up here you have the top microphone. Now this is an iPad mini 1st gen, so I do not have 2 microphones. I just have 1 microphone. I showed you guys the camera. Pull the flap. There's the camera. And of course the silent is under this flap. The 3.5mm jack is also covered by this flap. Okay, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, you can subscribe down below, leave a comment if you have any questions, and feel free to check out our website at tnerdt.com. We do a lot of different podcasts, usually revolving around the nerd universe. And I've been Chris Gray from tnerdt.com. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time for another video.